This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Welcome everyone. With a tremendous snowstorm here in New York, I want to speak about some of the relevant halachas that may come up on Shabbos. B'chlal, is it permitted to walk in the snow on Shabbos? You say, what could possibly be wrong with walking on the snow on Shabbos? It's a Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Ein meraskin, layas hasheleg, v'layas habarad b'Shabbos, b'shvel she'azuvu meimav. It's not permitted to crush snow or ice on Shabbos, that the water should flow. It's a Mishnah on Shabbos, non aleph amud beis. It's a Isser d'Rabbanan. In fact, the Mechaber Paskins in Siman Shin Chaf, Sif Tes, that has sheleg v'habarad, ein meraskin oisam, snow and ice, we do not crush it. Now, what's the reason we don't crush snow and ice on Shabbos? Machlokes Rishonim, the Rambam, the Ran, the Rashba, they say the reason for the Isser is it resembles squeezing peiros. There's a gzeira of schitas peiros that are oimed lamashkin, one is not allowed to squeeze. Now, even though crushing ice is not squeezing, you're not squeezing the water out of the ice, you're turning the ice into water. Nevertheless, it resembles the act of squeezing fruits. The Sefer HaTruma says the reason for the Isser is, it's noilad, where you're causing a dramatic change in the form of the substance. That being the case, if the Mishnah says, and we paskin that you're not allowed to crush ice and snow, how do you walk? How is one able to walk on the snow on Shabbos? So basically, even though one is not allowed to crush ice or snow, the Shulchan Aruch and Orach Chaim, Siman Shin Chaf, Sif Yud Gimel says, Doires sheleg beraglav, one is allowed to crush snow with his feet, ve'enoi choshesh, and he does not have to be concerned. Meaning, even though it is not permitted to crush ice and snow, you're allowed to walk on the snow on Shabbos. Why? There are two reasons given in the Mishnah Berurah of Katan Lamates. One, the first reason is the svara of the Tosfos Shabbos. Tosfos Shabbos says, even though you're going to be causing it to melt and you're going to be causing it to dissolve, there's no problem. Why? Davar she'einu maskavein. You don't intend to be crushing the snow. You don't intend to be producing the water. It's a davar she'einu maskavein. Since that's not your intention, it is permitted. According to this, if your intention was to crush the snow and the ice, taka, it would not be mutter to walk on the snow and ice on Shabbos. Then the Taz also offers a svara. The Taz says, Nira, even though it's impossible that it will not dissolve, and in that case it is an unavoidable consequence, the Chachamim were not goyzer, because it's impossible to be careful in the winter not to walk on the snow. Otherwise, you'd be trapped in the house for the entire winter. And since that would create an impossible situation, therefore, the Chachamim waived the Gezerah. Even though ein meraskin es hashag ve'esabard, even though you're not allowed to crush ice and snow, but on Shabbos, in order to be able to leave the house, the Taz says, the Chachamim allowed a person to walk on the snow and the ice. According to the svara of the Taz, l'chayra, it wouldn't matter if it's mechavein or ain't mechavein. It's just the Chachamim loy gazu when it comes to walking on snow and ice on Shabbos. So Baruch Hashem, even with the big snowfall, we will not be trapped in our homes on Shabbos, and it would be permitted to walk on the snow. But to have snow and to intentionally take it with your hands and crush it, that would be an Isser d'Rabbanan of ein meraskin es hashag v'esabarad b'Shabbos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.